sir. Good day, and I'm here to present to you my proposed floor plan, I structured cabling plan for the administration building. So, as you can see, this is my entire layout. So, one notable thing is that you can see there are three switches symbols across the floor plan. So, my idea is that I want the entire building to have zero dead spots. So it's an approximate but not entirely as zero dead zone. So it's just a mitigation for the dead spots around the building. So as you can see, right here the main entrance is the main IDF. Then in the left side is the sub IDF, and the right side you can see there is a sub IDF also in the procurement office. So the left side sub IDF is located next to the secretary office. So it uses a fiber optic backbone so that it has faster speeds. So as you can see, most rooms here in the floor plan has one to two data nodes. So here in the vice president has two, secretary's office has one, the president has two, the other secretary has one, but as you can see in here in the conference room, it has three. Since meetings will be held inside this room, so multiple data nodes is necessary. So as you can see, the wireless access point is also near the middle of the room, so to give full coverage for the entire area. So this another wireless access point is in the secretary office, which covers the president's room. This same also applies for the vice president room, which is the wireless access point is located in the secretary office. So there aren't any wireless access point here since this is probably vacant. So there is also a wireless access point in the lobby. So a data node for the info desk, three data nodes for the internal audit, and a wireless access point right below the bottom left of the side of this room. So in the record office, it has two data nodes and a single wireless access point. So as you can see here, the interesting part here is that it has six data nodes. So this part has more computers, so this probably needs more data nodes. And it also has a wireless access point for the entire office. So the COA, there is also a single data node here and a wireless access point to cover this entire area. Go to the left IDF first. So in this part of the IDF, it connects the data nodes and wireless access point from the secretary up to the conference room and the vacant room, four vacant rooms ahead. So the main IDF connects the entire hallway from internal audit to the COA. So back to the procurement office. So inside here, the switch covers the entire procurement office up to the HRMO office. So as you can see, the same also applies from the left side of the building. So it has two to three, one to two data nodes. So let's go to the proper breakdown of the rack. So note, everything here is not the actual equipment but a representation of the said equipment for the document. So the main IDF consists of a fiber path panel, a standard path panel for Cat6, a TLSG342824 port managed switch, a TLER605 router, and the TLSG2016 power over Ethernet smart switch, and it has a 1,000 1 kilovolt ampere UPS, a 1 to 2 U blank filler panels, and a 6 outlet power strip. So the same can also be found in the sub IDF with little difference. So in the sub IDF, the 24 the 24 port managed switch is gone, but the 16 port power over Ethernet smart switch remains. You can see it also has the fiber patch panel, a standard Cat6 patch panel. The only difference is that the main IDF has 24 port standard patch panel and a 12 port fiber patch panel, but in the sub IDF it only has 6 and the standard patch panel only has 12. So it the sub IDF also has a horizontal bearing cable manager, a UPS, but the capacity is a 60 volt ampere, and it also has a 6 outlet power strip delivery. Let's go with the document. So I'll be pausing the screen sharing for now. Okay, okay, let's go here. As you can see, this is the material cost. So all of these are fact checks. So for the compatibility, most of these can be found online through online shops, but can be also found through local hardware warehouses or IT distributors. So this material cost estimate is categorized per category so that it can be easily distinguished. So the first part is the cable management category, the structured cabling category, the optic backbone, and the TP-Link environment for the rack. And the next part is the main rack essentials, the power supplies, and UPS. Then the labeling and consumables for the entire setup. So as you can see, sorry. So at first I tried to determine. So I searched and found a ubiquity environment. So I checked this and it almost ate the entire budget. So I found here that it only has a small portion that ate through the entire budget. So by using the TP-Link environment, I saved 1,003 103,000 pesos. So in this budget summary,